to my studio gallery. I'm going to talk about my work a little bit today and tell you how I make some things and what I'm thinking about when I'm making them and what I want them to be used for. Everything I make is porcelain. It's all functional and it's really designed to be used. Some things sort of can go both ways. They can be just objects to look at, or they can be objects to actually use in a daily way. And people do it both ways. And once it leaves my hands, it goes into a world of its own. Some of my work is collaborative. I have several friends who are furniture makers and woodworkers, wood turners, and so I've joined with them to make certain objects, some jars with wooden lids and some trivets and mirrors that I add the tiles to. So I'm making the clay part and they're turning or designing the wooden part of it. I've enjoyed that kind of work over the years. So starting with these pieces, this is one of the pieces that I'm particularly fond of. It was inspired by a Japanese incense jar in the Boston Museum. And I saw it years ago and it moved me to tears. And I thought, well, you know, pots have the ability to move people and to have emotive qualities that bring a lot of joy to people's lives, a lot of meaning to people's lives. And so I want to impart some of those emotive qualities in the work that I made. And sometimes it's by the drawings that are underneath glazes that are kind of muted. And so you see them when you hold and become intimate with the object. Sometimes the intimacy comes by using a jar and you're taking the lid off and on every day to get your coffee. It becomes a friend in your life, and you develop a relationship by picking it up and putting it down and opening it up. So these vases are designed to go down the center of the table. I don't know that people use them that way, but that's how I use them. And they are thrown in two pieces, a bottom and a bowl, and then I add the bird head as a finial to cap off the piece. Over here, I want to talk about some new things that I'm working on. Using this motif of sort of a feather, between a feather and a leaf, and it's two different glazes, the one in the circles, and then this matte glaze that is around it that has a lot of crystals that bloom. And I like the end result. It's complicated to effect because of a lot of overlaying with latex to keep the circles clean. So that's a new thing that I've been working on. This is another aspect of that, with using a colored glaze on the inside and in the circles. I wanted to talk a little bit about these pots. These are actually wheel-thrown pots. I throw the bottom and lay it out flat on paper, and then I throw a collar of clay and make the sides, and then add a foot and add handles and decorate the foot and decorate the handles, and it's a serving dish. I make paella sets. I call them paella sets. They're baking dishes that are nesting, so you have options of serving food in them or cooking in them. There's another one over here. I call these pitchers gourd pitchers. They remind me of a gourd, and make them in various sizes, from quite small to large. There are birds, and you know, I talked about function before. And these, to me, are functional. They are designed to sit in the garden on fence post finials. But a lot of people I know that have bought them use them as sculpture in their house and on windowsills and just as an object to look at. This is another bird piece. So these are designed to either be planters, with the plant being the tail of the bird, or as vases and the flowers being the tail of the bird.